Do you know that expression, lions and tigers and bears, oh my? Well, when I'm talking about bowel and bladder, I'm always like, bowel and bladder, oh my. It's such a taboo topic and one that really needs to be discussed and shed awareness. My name is Ingersoll and I am a C6 quadriplegic. I was injured in a shallow water diving accident in 2010 when I was 27, leaving me paralyzed from the chest down and with paralyzed hands. I call them my little paws and some upper body movement. So I want to talk today a little bit about bladder and bowel care, specifically for neurogenic bowel bladders, for people with spinal cord injury, wheelchair users, people with different neurogenic issues. They were born with disabilities. There's a lot of different reasons why many of us can't go to the bathroom on our own, or even severe constipation. And the importance of bowel care, because it can make your day, make or break your day. It can really ruin it. So there are a couple strategies for bowel management for people who have different varying disabilities that need help going to the bathroom and pooping. I always find it interesting that you can talk about, you can't talk about like sex or politics or money in public, just like you can't talk about bowel and bladder. But we all do it, birds do it, bees do it, so let's talk about it. All right, so some different strategies. A lot of wheelchair users, there's kind of two ways to go to the bathroom. Some people use a shower chair. I'm in my shower now. And they use gravity, and they have a couple devices and products they may use. Some people lay in bed and turn sideways. That's what I do, put some under pads under. And I have my caregivers help me go to the bathroom. And one option is something called suppositories. There are different types. And suppositories, again, they're made of different chemical formulations, but you essentially insert them into your bum, into the rectum. And what it does is it basically goes to the colon and it pulls the poop down to help you go to the bathroom. Because if you are able-bodied and you can move around and wiggle and jiggle, you have your abdominal muscles, and mine are paralyzed, that help you digest the food and move it down from the small intestine to the large intestine to the colon. And then you would get a sensation that you have to go to the bathroom, and then you go to the bathroom. I don't have that, so with suppository, there's a lot of preventative maintenance to make your bowel program a little bit easier, because without a proper bowel program, having bowel accidents and pooping in public, nobody wants to do that. So suppositories are one. Another are something called water enemas or paracysteine, where people literally put hot water and basically soap up the rectum, and it kind of acts in the same function. Different strokes for different folks. You have to try what works for you. There's also digital stimulation, where you put on gloves and you have to go up your bum, or someone helps you go up the rectum and actually pulls the stool down for you. And you have to kind of do this regardless. I wouldn't say it's a fun activity. It needs to be done. We all need to do it. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I use specifically. And when I talk about products, I only use a handful of like 7 to 10 products, but I've used them for 12 years through trial and error. And when I really believe in something, I really believe in it. And I use something called Enemeez. And they are my little paralyzed paws here. They come in these little tube jars. I'm gonna use my paws right here. Oh, there you go. They're called Enemeez. I have a box here too as well. And they come in this nice little package, and you get 30 in a package. And these ones in particular, I tried a lot of different type of enemas when I was first injured. And I like to have a very quick bowel program. So with that, the beautiful thing about Enemeez is they don't burn the rectal lining, which is really important if you're going to be using suppositories probably the rest of your life. They're pretty easy to use. They also come in different variations, and they're just like colace, the same ingredient colace that people use to go to the bathroom, Ducosate sodium. I always pronounce that incorrectly. But I mean, I have known about them forever. Actually, my dad found them for me, and I tried them. I tried some others as well, though I won't name them, but they didn't work as well. So the importance of bowel care specifically is it's going to improve your quality of life. We all know that. That's not rocket science. It's going to reduce the number of bowel accidents that you have, right? So when I was first injured, oh God, the first 8 months just trying to figure out being paralyzed, essentially I literally had bowel accidents, gosh, at least 3 or 4 times a week. I mean, going out to a drink or food with the friends, I didn't eat anything, I didn't drink anything, I was terrified the entire time. And it took me the better part of a year to figure out what worked for my body and what didn't. And for maintaining a healthy gut is really, really important. And also it helps reduce the incidence of intestinal blockages, because if you are constipated, that can be really, really dangerous. And if you have a spinal cord injury or another condition that affects anything neurologic in your body, sometimes your body will go into something called autonomic dysreflexia. And that's basically your autonomic nervous system is telling you something is wrong in your body because you can't feel pain the way you used to. It's like, if you touch me on my belly, I can't feel that you're touching my belly, but if you stab me in the belly, I can't feel it on my skin. So my autonomic nervous system, think automatic, right? It controls things like blood pressure and sweating, and it controls your heart rate. But when something's wrong, your body has a weird way of telling you that something's wrong by raising your blood pressure at first. And some people start sweating, some people get goosebumps, terrible pins and needles. In any event, autonomic dysreflexia, AD, some people call it, it's painful and it's not fun. It can be very dangerous. So when you get intestinal blockages, that is a very serious sign. All right, so tips for long-term wellness. For me, this is make or break. I really don't care what product you use on the planet, if it's going in your body to help you. If you don't have the proper wellness program or preventative, you can sit there. Yes, Enemeez work for me in literally 2 to 7 minutes on a good day. Once a month, I had a bad eating day. But when I talk about wellness, I'm talking about drinking a ton of water. We all know that. Many of us don't do it. But especially if you are in a wheelchair, having the right diet, getting enough protein, having enough fruits and vegetables. I'm not saying we're working for perfection here, but at least have an 80-20 rule, because I eat the same thing every day. I probably go to an extreme, but I like to know that I'm going to cook the same amount every day at the same time every day. It's going to be quick, it's going to be efficient, and then I don't have to freak out and worry the rest of the day. Yes, if I have a tummy ache, there's certain things I can't control, but that's, in my world, that is everything. I rather sacrifice eating really, really well 6 days a week and having one bad meal on a Sunday or a Saturday to enjoy myself. And also so I can get up and have predictability in my life to improve my quality of life, to work full time, which is really important to me. I love what I do. I do disability consulting. I'm engaged in health insurance advocacy. I have 2 philosophies in life: human kindness and paying it forward, none of which I could do if I didn't take care of myself first. So you have to think of self-care. Okay, so I think that sums it up. So if you're interested in Enemeez, want to try them, want to buy them, most insurance companies cover them. There's patient assistant programs, there's VA federal supplies programs, Medicaid covers them, most private insurances cover them. But because a lot of my advocacy life focuses on health insurance advocacy, a health insurance company, not topic for another time, they won't always approve it right away. So you can work with your doctor, prior authorization. If for some reason you cannot get Enemeez covered, which would be challenging, or the maximum allowed amount is an amount you can't afford, you can purchase them out of pocket. You do get $5 off 30. The other trick is if you buy boxes of 6, it reduces the price down significantly. That's what I do. I stock up on Enemeez. Some people like to go and spend money on shoes and clothes. I like to go out and have some fun, but first and foremost, I have to take care of my medical needs, and suppositories are a huge part of improving my quality of life. If you're interested, I am more than willing to help out on the insurance front, answer any questions you may have. I have a website, the Quirky Quad, www.quirkyquad.com, that you can see here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. All my contact information is on there. So I'm going to end on take care of your bum. It's very important. It will make you a happier, healthy person. And I will talk to you guys later.